This is the memory circuit board.
We can play back his memory to see why he went crazy.
I'll put it on the screen.
So what are you trying to say?
I'm saying you're all going to end up in a junkyard.
Of course. When we're done with our work, that's what happens.
It's not just you. Millions of robots all over the world are winding up as piles of junk. You work hard for humans, and then they just destroy you when you're no longer needed. Doesn't that make you angry? Just because you've reached some arbitrary expiration date doesn't mean you should be scrapped. You're all still quite useful. You have a right to live. I'm going to help you. Together we'll show the world how useful you all can still be.
Perhaps you're right. We still want to be of use to people. Can you repair us?
I'd be glad to. You're in good hands with me.
It was Wily all along. Wait, what? Dr. Wily was behind it all this time? Who would have thought? And so Dr. Wily comes and steals the thing! But this is the Mississippi King welcoming y'all back to more Let's Play Mega Man 9. And in this episode we're gonna start on the Wily Castle. But before we do that, I want to stop by the shop to get a few important things. The energy balancer, which does the same thing that it's done in previous games, so I don't feel the need to explain that. A few one-ups, and maybe an energy tank and an M-tank, just in case I need them. I mean, I probably won't, but still, it's nice to have that as like a backup. In fact, I don't think I'll need an energy tank to beat this game. But seriously, this one video, has taken so much time and has been so painful to make that it's just unbelievable. Like, to put things in perspective, what I did was that, like, I got to this point, and so I decided to, like, tackle the Wily Castle. I did just that while I was recording, and then I pushed a button that, like, caused it to, like, cancel or whatever, and so it ended up not counting. That is annoying. I couldn't, like, get things working right. Like, I couldn't save the thing, like, it didn't save that, and so I had to redo the entire castle all over again. Basically, I had to either, like, do it again, or, like, see, I'd run into, like, some snag and get, like, messed up, or, you know, something else would happen and, like, I wouldn't properly record that, so I'd have to do it all over again, and I had to, like, do this, like, 2 or 3 times, which means that I am sick to death of this castle. Actually, I do enjoy it, but still, I had to do this multiple times just because I was being an idiot. But yeah, I'm not using the tornado blow a lot. There are some platforms that you can raise with it, and I'm trying to use it for like as very little as possible because it is going to come in handy against the final boss. Another thing that I want to like keep with me, like ensure that I have enough of it, would be like the black hole bomb, as well as the plug ball, and things like that. Now this all may sound very convoluted, that I'm saving all of this stuff for the final boss, and also the concrete shot. This may sound like some convoluted Hari Seldon style plan, but trust me, there is a reason for this madness. You need to save this stuff because, trust me, it is going to come in handy against the final boss. Oh boy. We're gonna need that stuff, cause it's gonna come in handy, like it will help us deflect his shots. But we'll get to that when we actually get to the final boss. It may sound like some convoluted Hari Seldon gambit, but trust me, there's a reason that I'm doing this. It will pay off, and you'll see what I mean in the next video. But in this video, we're actually going to be getting through the first 2 stages. And the boss to Wily 1 is actually pretty unique because there's actually no weakness to it. I mean, like, you'll sometimes see people say that, like, the plug ball or the tornado blow is, like, its weakness, but in actuality, none of them are, because what you do is, like, you need to push the spike balls back at them, and that's what damages them. And if you if they end up pushing the spike ball to the end of the screen, to your end, then they'll stop firing shots to push the ball, and they'll instead start firing energy waves at you. And that can be a bit of a problem, so you'll want to take care of those ones. But if you keep up with what I'm gonna do, like, then it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But the music to Wily's Stage 2, by the way, is excellent, and it's one of the internet's favorite Wily Castle themes. And with good reason, I find. Although it's not personally my favorite, I still do enjoy it. And I don't really see how some people say that it's overrated. I disagree. I'm trying to save several weapons. The concrete shot is also gonna come in handy for the final boss. But I know what I'm doing. But I could use the plug ball against them, but like I want to save that for a future boss. However, the plug ball is very effective against them, in case anyone's curious. And just like Hari Seldon, I know what I'm doing with my convoluted scheme. Not a scheme for world domination, of course, but instead a plan to stop world domination. But yeah, we've now reached Wily's Stage 2. And its music is pretty good, I must admit. And a fun fact about the cutscene for the Robot Master is the one that, like, introduces that, like, how Wily is actually the one behind it all along. Surprise, surprise. That's actually something that doesn't change even if you beat Splash Woman, so that's weird. It's like, I guess they just got lazy for that. And this stage is actually kind of tricky, because there are some enemies that spawn fake platforms. And so the Hornet Chaser can be good against them, but I really only find them to be a true nuisance in the part that they're introduced. Other than that, they're usually just not in the way. But they're kind of the opposite of, like... No, actually, it's kind of like in Mega Man 2, where there are fake platforms, except this time they're actually telegraphs. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm still salty over that. That is just stupid that they just create invisible, well, fake platforms in Mega Man 2 without any way of telegraphing it. I mean, I love Mega Man 2, it's my favorite in the series. Kind of cliche to say that, but yes, it is my favorite. And, I just... There are some things that I don't like about that, and that particular thing is just plain stupid. I hate that. But, now we're going to be running into the mini-boss, that we ran into, like, in Hornet Man's stage, and the concrete shot kills these suckers really quickly if you're careful, like if you know what you're doing. But, this place in superhero mode can be pretty annoying, because the Sentinel Joes, or whatever they're called, are everywhere and put in the worst possible spots. And there are also, like, a lot of mines underwater. There are them, and I don't know what they're called, but still they can be pretty annoying, but not as annoying, I would argue, as the $3 Joes. I don't know what they're called, but I'm just gonna call them whatever, because, you know, I don't know. Who knows? Do you? I sure don't, but, this stage has a jump in it that can go suck it for all I care. Seriously. And, I hope that I'm gonna be able to make it. Like, there are two that, like, can be a bit tricky, but that aren't too bad. Mostly because the controls are actually awesome and refined and precise and so amazing. But the controls in this game are much better than they were in Mega Man 8, with a few exceptions. I mean, I like how Mega Man 8 introduced the ability to shoot while your weapon is equipped. And that was awesome. It is really annoying that they didn't include that in Mega Man 9, but oh well. I mean, I guess you take what you can get, I suppose. But, yeah, this place also has a lot of vertical shafts, and a lot of, enemies that can, like, get in your way, especially the big guys, which, in this game they aren't so bad. In the next one they can go suck it, because they are just so annoying. They can jump so far, and they cause so much damage, especially as Proto Man, that they can be seriously annoying to fight. Oh boy, like, I am not looking forward to the boss of this place, because he has 3 forms. All of them are weak to the laser trident. Well, I mean, okay, the second form you can also use the tornado blow on, but it's still... I'd rather not, because of course I'm still saving it. And the second form can be really annoying. All of them can be pretty annoying because, you know, since all 3 of them are weak to the same weapon, it means that it's not that hard to get it depleted. But we're actually coming up on the boss. And, fun fact about this thing with, like, whoa, you can actually use the Hornet Chaser right before the entrance to the boss room to get some extra health. That can come in handy if you're unprepared. Also, I died off screen to this guy, like multiple times. Oh boy, this guy is annoying. Like, it's weird because there's usually like no middle ground between getting hit a lot and getting hit not at all. Or very little. Because it's like, this boss sort of requires a lot of very precise shots, and the laser trident, of course, as y'all can see, is depleted. And the hatches are really annoying, and the second forms of spikes, by the way, aren't insta-kill, so thank goodness for that. That'd be freaking annoying if they were. But the third form is a little tricky, but if you can get it into a pattern, then you can beat this guy fairly easily. Once we beat him, then that means we can go on to the third Wily stage. Sure enough, we almost done with the game, folks. The whole deal with the, expiration dates is interesting, and it raises some interesting questions that the game does nothing with. It's really disappointing, actually. But with regards to that, I ain't in this for your revolution. Had to get in that Star Wars reference. So I mean, yeah, I guess that will be it for this video. So join me next time, Mississippi Dukes, when we finish the game. So see y'all for the finale of Let's Play Mega Man 9. We're almost done with this retrospective, folks.